Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Alex Morash, and let's queer up South Florida. Miami's gay scene continues to shrink as 2 more queer clubs announced their closing. Miami's queer nightlife took another hit as 2 beloved LGBTQ venues announced their closures: Willie's Neighborhood Bar and Gramps, both in Wynwood. Willie's, which first opened in April of 2024, shut its doors on Saturday, August 23rd. In an Instagram post, the bar stated, quote, "While the landscape around us is being reshaped, one thing that will never change is the community we've built together," end quote. Though plagued by earlier closures and reopenings, Willie's had become a cherished space for Miami's queer community. Known for flamboyant-themed parties, from Night of 1,000 Madonnas to RuPaul Drag Race Watch Nights, it even won Best Gay Bar in the Miami New Times 2025 Best of Miami issue. Meanwhile, Gramps, a Wynwood institution for 13 years, also announced its end. Owner Adam Gerstein recently posted, quote, "We're leaving on our terms. It's our choice. The time to leave Wynwood has come," end quote. Gramps is more than a bar. It is home to karaoke, drag shows, live bands, and its legendary Rosemary's Baby cocktail. Social media responses to this closure showed a lot of grief. One commenter declared, quote, "The last piece of what made Wynwood special is gone." Another simply wrote, "Rest in peace to Wynwood," end quote. Gramps will remain open until the end of 2025, closing officially in 2026. For Miami's LGBTQ community, the double loss underscored the shrinking number of queer spaces, a trend worsened by soaring rents, an unfavorable political environment, and redevelopment pressures. You know, as my day job, I'm a research director for Restaurant Workers' Rights Group, so I can talk about restaurants all day. And, you know, some people will always ask when you hear a restaurant closing, well, do you think it's this factor or that? And I want to remind people that Florida specifically has had a very good restaurant scene since the pandemic. It's bounced back better than almost any. We actually have 30,000 more jobs than right before the pandemic for the industry here. But at the same time, like, they are getting really hit by a lack of tourists, and like, I cannot overemphasize, the rent is really gonna be killing some restaurants right now.
It's heightened now because of, you know, all the political climate and stuff that we're going through. And, you know, and it's so important now to have these spaces available because, you know, we need community and we need spaces where we can be artistic and, you know, and sing and have fun and be with our friends. And these are historic bars within the Miami area. So, you know, it really is sad to have that.
I mean, Gramps has been an institution for a long time.